You there, scared crypto trader. Massive bounce is about to start and only my show has the highest potential 1000x pumps. Scared money don't make no money. Exactly, precisely now, while most traders are stuck watching majors chop. Meme coin momentum is exploding. DUPE has already doubled from the bottom. 𝗘𝗫𝗥𝗧𝗏 has just hit new all-time highs. And Labubu is bouncing exactly as I predicted yesterday. I'm breaking down 11 brand new meme plays you need to see, and the final charts could have 1850x potential. Watch till the end to catch the tiny microcap new daily runners before the crowd. No time to waste. Press that like button. Let's get on to it. Well, here we are, my friends, with DUPE, exactly as predicted yesterday, bouncing. As you can see, I added to my position. It was like something like, I don't know, 5k or something. It's now 8k, 8.35k. I told you guys to buy DUPE here at 8 million. I told you guys to buy DUPE here at 11 million. It's now at 25, 24. It bounced all the way to 30 million. I entered 5 extra k here on 𝗘𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏. I actually added another 2 or 1.5k yesterday. So total invested is an extra 7.5k here on my 𝗘𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏 position. One good thing about 𝗘𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏 is I think this is one of the best platforms to start trading. It's modular. You can come on watch list down here and grab a window and have all your coins here, and you can have like, I don't know, 100 coins in here or more. Another good thing is I've set my buy, and as you can see here at the top, I put my fib extensions, and the 1.6 fib extension line at 131 million market cap has TP. The TP is take profit. So after you buy something, you can come on exit strategy and select here TP plus 300%, 400%, whatever you want, and your take profit and amount 60%, let's say 50% you want to sell, whatever amount you want to sell, you can sell immediately. So go on 𝗘𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏 right now, enter 𝗘𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏 because this is one of the best platforms, and besides Axiom, you can also enter my private group if you use this exchange. But when it comes to DUPE, I think, yeah, it's going to come here. It has potential to come all the way to 300, 200 million. I'm thinking right now that DUPE is going to be better than Launchcoin. I think DUPE is going to be the next Launchcoin, and it might even surpass it because I think it's a better concept and it's a better team. Then we have 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. I think this is the bottom. I was a bit more bearish, but today I have to say this is probably the bottom, and let's analyze why. We have this resistance here, which was on the 12th of April. We had this also resistance here in the 21st of April before the bounce and these recent highs. And then we had this major support. So these resistances are the bullish fair value gap, okay? As you can see here, BFVG, our bullish fair value gap, these two resistances. I think this is the bottom. The price always goes to these liquidity points, and it's not going to bounce from here. And then worst case scenario, I think we see this bullish fair value gap at 237 million market cap right here. It touches this bullish fair value gap. Worst case scenario. So we are essentially talking about worst case scenario, another minus 15 to 16% dip on 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, which for a meme coin is pretty much nothing. But if you want to enter a big coin with size right now with huge potential, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 is the one. Then continuing, we have 𝗘𝗫𝗖𝗛. Now 𝗘𝗫𝗖𝗛 is about to make new all-time highs, I think. I failed this entry, but the interesting thing is almost touched 5.1 million. I was expecting this thing to come just a tiny little bit deeper to enter and then continue. And so now I'm waiting for 8.48 million. I think it does this, and then it probably can come back here, maybe print like a W type formation. And I'm going to enter close to like 8.5, 8.48 million market cap on 𝗘𝗫𝗖𝗛, but it's looking amazing. I think it's going to print new all-time highs today as well. One of the best communities out there on Solana. On to the next, we have House. I think this is the bottom for House. Let's look at the House chart. Pretty simple. Retouched these lows. It actually printed new lows 1 times, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. If you count this one. So this is about as solid as a support line will ever be. It got touched 5 times and it bounced every single time. So is it going to bounce here? Probably it will. Very likely. I think this is the bottom for House. And what you're looking at is a coin that is at essentially 30 million market cap and can come to 141 when it prints new all-time highs, because 141 is where you have the one fib trend base extension, and then the other trend base extension is at 1.6, which usually the 1.6 fib extension line gets hit when you have a bullish market, and that one is at 212 million market cap. And right at the tippy top, you have 500, 400, 300 million market cap. So essentially what you're looking at here is a 6 to 10x possibly on House. And you can trade with size because look at the liquidity, $1.7 million in the LP, okay, in the pool. Pretty good if you take everything into consideration. If you have size, go on my 𝗘𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 link, into the position. Like there's no need to even put limit orders on this. Just buy as it is because I think it's a good price. On to the next, we have KLET. Same thing, double bottom, double tap, and I think it's going to go now. All I'm seeing is W formation, bam, continuation, and it's going to hit this resistance here. There's no liquidity here trapped between 40 to 35 million market cap. I might find some resistance here and then continue, but I'm pretty convinced this is the bottom for KLET. By the way, I drew this giant rectangle even before it hit. I said, yeah, it's probably gonna scare everyone. Double tap, it's gonna come into this rectangle. I told you guys to leave limit orders here. 𝗘𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, you can also do Axiom, but right now I think 𝗘𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 is pretty good. There's a link down below. Leave your limit orders there, and I would set some take profits right around here. Okay, you double your money, take some profits. I think that would be, as of now, good for KLET. Then we have Troll, my friends. I think Troll has bottomed. This entire line here, this entire line that comes from the 21st of April, and then also acted as support in the 26th of April, and then also acted as support in the 15th, 16th, 17th of May, and then it also acted as support and resistance here throughout the end of May, and is now acting as support again. This is pretty solid line when it comes to troll. There's also this upwards trend line which got broken. Okay, this gray line here, upwards trend line, it got broken, and so I had to rechart and say, okay, then the bottom has to be the support line. And I drew the square and I said, leave your limit orders here because there's a likelihood that there's a lot of capitulation there. And it actually hit. It got hit a bunch of times. So you could have scooped this at 10 million market cap. Pretty good. I think it's gonna bounce. It's gonna find some resistance at this trend line here. You see, it's gonna come here, find resistance maybe at 20 million market cap. It matches the 20 million market cap, which is a mental point of resistance. So the trend line and 20 million market cap sort of hit together, and then it's gonna perforate and just coil up and up and up and probably make all-time highs, maybe even reach 50 million market cap. On to the next banger trade, nailed here at 2 million market cap, even below 2 million, 1.9, and it's now at 8 and 9 million market cap. As predicted, I said it's probably gonna go into this rectangle, into this bullish fair value gap, which I charted like 3-4 days ago. Look at this. It actually entered the square here, so you could have left some limit orders here, but it actually entered it. And I also drew this grayish sort of trend line just so you guys know where you could have bought, and it matched this bullish fair value gap pretty good. Worst case scenario was something like, I don't know, 3 to 4 million market cap, but it actually entered our buy zone, and it's now in new all-time highs. I think it's gonna go higher and higher. I think KT pretty much set to go to at least 20 million market cap. I think it's a solid place to like take some profits. And if you look at the chart, look at this W and now another W here. Okay, these W formations are very bullish. Essentially, you have a ton of buy pressure. As soon as you have a correction, the buy pressure just gets excited, and then you have like these W type formations. Very bullish. I'm thinking 20 million market cap is a good place to take profits because it's just that mental level that always gets hit. On to the next, we have Labubu. Labubu right now, not much to add other than I charted the bottom, and I think it has hit, and it's not gonna bounce. Look at this. I'm gonna repeat. Major support here on the 29th of May. Major support here on the 4th of June. Bunch of resistance here on the 8th of June. A bunch of support again right now. Okay, this is the major trend line for something like Labubu, and it's bouncing right here. How high is it gonna bounce? Also, by the way, this support resistance, this bullish fair value gap that was support and resistance a bunch of times on Labubu, also matches this major upwards trend line. So they two match. That's why I charted it right there, and I told you guys wait until it touches. It now touched. It now is bouncing. I think it's gonna hold. How high can it go? I think this is a pretty good trade until all-time highs, to be completely honest. But if you want to just double your money from 25 million and sell somewhere close, there's a ton of liquidity here at 50 million. Look, major resistance here. It was also resistance 50 million here. Ton of resistance here. So yeah, the 50 million line is a good place to like double your money. Maybe just take some profits and leave a moon back. When it comes to Labubu, if you want to be more conservative, or you can wait to all-time highs, sell those profits and leave like a 10-20% moon back and just make a ton of money as it might go higher. Then very important, I think 𝗵𝗏𝗏 has also bottomed. If we zoom in on 𝗵𝗏𝗏, there's this upwards trend line that has started right here in the 5th of June. It got touched, and there's some confluence with this bullish fair value gap. This bullish fair value gap comes from this resistance in the 8th of April, then turned into support in the 27th of April, then turned into support again on the 7th of May, then turned into support again on the 30th of May, also support here on the 9th of June, and now support again. Bullish fair value gap at 991 million market cap, very close to a billion market cap. Billion market cap is also a mental level, and then matches this upwards trend line, and so double tap on the upwards trend line. I think this is what 𝗵𝗏𝗏 is gonna do. Bam, maybe touches the line again, and then breaks into new all-time highs and finds some resistance at the 1.6 billion market cap level, okay, which is the next resistance. So after 1.2, because look, ton of resistance here, support here, bunch of liquidity here, so yeah, I might find some resistance here at the 1.2. So if you want to like scalp 𝗵𝗏𝗏𝗏, you buy it here, you sell it here, you buy it here on the trend line again, close to 1 billion again, and then you can sell a little bit here again, maybe even just wait for new all-time highs. But that's what I'm seeing when it comes to 𝗵𝗏𝗏𝗏. Something like this, it compresses, it coils, bam, explodes to new all-time highs, we all get rich. Then on to the next, we have 𝗍𝗑𝗪. This is a launch lab coin, very interesting, brand new daily runner. It went to 2 million market cap. I don't care how good this chart and strong it looks, it's a daily runner. I want to grab it right here between 600 and 400k market cap. Very simple. Look at the beginning of the chart. Resistance at the 600k market cap level, resistance here on a week at 476, more resistance here twice at 476 market cap. And so I want people to get scared, dump it right here, and this is where I'm gonna grab. I'm very excited about this one. I have a good feeling about this meme. People are saying something like it's the next Doge or something. I don't know. You just gotta give me a good entry, because even Shiba and Doge had initial like minus 90%, minus 80% drops. Okay, so yeah, this thing should have like an 80% drop, 75% drop, and come here. Otherwise, I'm just gonna wait another day or two to enter. And then on Solana, there's this one. I don't think it's as good as 𝗍𝗑𝗪 on Solana, and I'm also maybe looking to grab some here at minus 75%, all the way to minus maybe even 80%. Very similar. Resistance, support here at the bottom. So between 484 and 352 market cap. This one I'm undecided. When it gets closer to there, depending on how the chart looks, I might buy, I might not buy. Anyways, guys, this was the show today. 11 charts. Everything's looking bullish. I have a ton of dupe here. I have a ton of dupe on another wallet. I'm extremely bullish dupe. I think this is the one. I think this will become the main ICM coin and it's gonna flip launch coin. There's a big likelihood of that happening. I'm glad you guys, a lot of you guys entered dupe. This is a very good looking chart. It's just gonna print a green candle and I think people are gonna be scared when it happens. Also, do your research on dupe. This is actually like a pretty legit, interesting project. See you guys, maybe not tomorrow, maybe on Sunday, maybe even just Monday. Let's see what happens, how I'm feeling. If nothing happens in the market, I'm not gonna update you guys because these are all the charts that matter. But if something interesting happens, I might update you guys tomorrow or on Sunday. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Have a nice weekend.